coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the San Francisco 49ers and the Houston Texans. Here we get a look at Kyle Shanahan, head coach of the 49ers. Their 7-0 record has made them the envy of this league, but it's also put a target on their backs. His counterpart on the opposing sideline, Texans head coach DeMeco Ryans. His guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Happy you could join us. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. Kicker Kaimi Fairbairn just about set. And we're off and running from Houston. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be second down.
It moves to 2nd and
10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He rolls to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Might just be a little late to get the ground game going, opening up this game with back-to-back passes. But when you come out of the gate slow and you put yourself behind the sticks, you really don't get into that rhythm you want to find early.
Purdy on the play action. He's got Ayuk downfield. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, 49ers.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. And we have to pause here for an injured player. Ooh, it's Brandon Ayuk who looks to be in some pain as they tend to him. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. On the toss, it's McCaffrey. This is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action now. Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. Has a man downfield. It's Jennings. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
A gain of
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
First down throw by Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. Has it down close. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
McCaffrey will tick it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. And now it's just he and four other running backs, the only players to ever reach 25 rushing touchdowns in a single season. With that score, he joined some great company to be in. Sean Alexander, Priest Holmes, and a couple of Hall of Famers, LaDainian Tomlinson and Emmitt Smith. Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now it's the Texans' turn to take the field for the first time. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those two touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. If you want to become friendly with your own defense, make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They go play action with Stroud. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. 3rd and long for him here. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. Shoves him off. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he's continuing a great start to the season. You can see currently pacing the NFL in rushing yards. 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there, up to the 30. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. Purdy setting up that play action. Buying some time right. Rolling, and takes a deep shot down the middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 13-0 lead.
That is just tremendous play calling. You know, there's some coordinators out there, Kate, that are just Rolodex. Right? They flip through their call sheet. They just call whatever's on it. Then there's other coordinators that can stack their plays together. And when you run it, you run that same action of the play action right off of it, and you can make that defense pay. That was a thing of beauty.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers double their lead to 14.
Texans nothing.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. On the return, it's Jalen Noel. This makes it up to the 25. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
And the Texans, 1st down.
To the air, Stroud. 49ers closing in, and down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Complete to number 80.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Oh, ready?
Makes it 3rd and 9.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And among his touchdowns out of the backfield this season, this one is notable. On that last drive, he hit a benchmark that he's been pushing for. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. A gain of 26 yards there. And that gives the 49ers the 1st.
And the 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They toss to McCaffrey, running left. They're working a couple of yards past the line. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
So when we come back, Brock, it's going to be 2nd and 8, so we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Left, left. Up.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Headed out right. He takes it himself. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Get set, get set. 18.
Purdy gonna go on 4th. He rolls to his right. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun now, first round. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 18.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here's Stroud. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And make this defense 3 for 3, partner. Consecutive sacks. That is how you kill a drive. It's 4th down. Tommy Townsend on to punt.
For the Texans.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining.
Outside, 18, watch out.
Purdy on 1st down. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 once again from the 20.
Defended by Derek Stingley.
18, watch out.
Back to throw it. He's trying to go deep again. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen.
Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on the Minnesota Vikings. And it's the veteran, Aaron Jones. He'll take it all the way, 26 yards, it's a touchdown. The Vikings up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup. And it's Tyler Algier. He's looking for an opening, gonna find it, a 17-yard touchdown on the ground. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons up by 4. 10-6 is where this one stands at halftime. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. One of 2 touchdown passes for him in this first half. This one's at halftime with the Bills lead it by a point at halftime. A look there at the rest of the action from week number 8. 6 teams on the bye: Arizona, Detroit, Jacksonville, Vegas, the LA Rams, and Seattle. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. 1st and 10, a run to Mixon. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, to really create some indecision now defensively.
And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Rick Martin making that play. Got to figure out this 3rd down here.
Up 3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, got to play with a sense of urgency. Got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this second half. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10.
Get set.
From the gun is Purdy. Bails out of the pocket quick. Reeled in by George Kittle. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35.
15 yards.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
First and 10 now. Here's Purdy. Forced out to his right. Gets some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down from the 42.
Get set. That's left. 18, watch out. Stop.
Purdy throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And he's got it, it's in close. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
From the red zone on 1st. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's 2nd down and goal.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's got it. That's a layout for it, but touchdown. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers stretch their lead to 21.
Texans, nothing.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. D'Amico Ryans doing the last little bit of coaching as the Texans return to the field here. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. He's got room to roam. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And the 49ers rush gets home, and they drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, what's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Pressure comes. Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go, let's go. 118, outside.
Back to throw, Stroud. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. They toss right side to McCaffrey. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the 49ers continue piling on to this lead.
Texans, nothing.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Here's the backup. First throw. And he's dropped. Thank God there for the sack. And that brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the fourth. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Let's go now. 60 years.
Looking to throw. Mills. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. A 3rd consecutive sack. The defense totally dominating this drive, Brock. That brings up 4th down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. And it really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the 6th team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season.
11, corner.
Pretty throwing here on 1st. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. Play action now. Purdy. Headed out right. Going all the way to the end zone here. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He's got Ayuk downfield. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers keep running away with this. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run, because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Now Purdy leading the offense up to go for 2.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Chased out to his right. And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends going for 2 in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not and more just about the fact they don't care. And I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
This is taken in at the 13. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Mixon on the toss. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 6 yards to go here. It's third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 6.
Air it out on third. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're staring at a fourth down now after that sack.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group has lived behind the other side of the line all game long, and now they will live in their record books right now.
He's got it at the 24. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they've placed upon him. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Bobbing up on the right side. That's Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Even 25 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They're going to pass it here. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Get set, get set. Over here.
Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Forced out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his first interception of our season. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Texans take over 1st and 10.
Makes it on the counter. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Mills to the air now. Connects downfield. On target to Dell. And he's quickly taken down with a gain across midfield. They're now to the opposing 47. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
70 Timberwolves.
Mills back to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
At the 46-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers, as we'll see you next time from Houston.